everyone. My name's Caitlin. I'm guest relations at One Senior Place, and today I'm with Ken Peach with MobileMedix. How are you doing?
I'm doing great, Caitlin. Really enjoy One Senior Place. Great place to spend time.
Good. I'm glad to hear that. So, can you tell me a little bit about MobileMedix Plus?
Sure. MobileMedix Plus was formed a couple of years ago to provide the ability for individuals who are aging to remain safely and securely in their home for as long as possible.
Oh,
What we are is we're a group of home paramedics. So we don't come on ambulances, we don't come with lights and siren, but what we do is for $99, is we will go in and assess the ability for an individual or family to remain living independently. And
hmm,
then based on that, we can work with organizations in the community to ensure that the individual and or family can stay as long as they wish in their own home.
that's great.
Mhm.
I know a lot of seniors don't want to go out to the hospital and just want to stay in the comfort of their own home, so that's really great.
Well, and the nice part is that individuals generally of our age, and I'm 70, have multiple chronic health conditions.
Hmm.
And so there's no need, if you have chronic health conditions, necessarily to have to move into institutional housing. So the ability instead to remain home in your own neighborhood, your own home, is quite attractive. And part of that is that we can manage that. We've been doing it for over 30,000 individuals since 2017 in metropolitan Orlando, the villages.
Hmm.
And so what we're doing now is making that available to anyone on a larger scale basis to be able to, whether it's family or whether they prefer themselves, to have us come out. We do an hour-long assessment. We look at a lot of things: pantry, supplies, nutrition. We look at the safety of the home. We check all the regular things that would be checked: smoke detectors, air filters, and all of this. But with the idea that at the end of this, we can say, okay, here are a couple of modifications you might want to make, or here are things that are just fine for you to continue to remain independently and live here where you want to be in your own home.
Wow. So, how often do you have someone that comes in and says that the home is just not safe?
Very rarely. Now, we also, because we started as a nonprofit organization here in Central Florida back in
Hmm.
2017, so we have found hoarding. We have found
Hmm.
very unsafe conditions. We had one woman who was having to call 911 because squatters had moved into her home, were eating her food, taking her money. We identified that problem. It was resolved with law enforcement and with the landlord for the apartment complex, and she no longer had to call 911 to escape for safety.
Wow.
So we run into some things along those lines. That's not generally what we
Hmm.
find. Generally, it's something minor. So, for example, if you don't have transportation to get to the physician's practice, what can we do about that? And
Yeah.
we can go ahead and look at different alternatives that we can suggest at that point in time. We also can do a lot of clinical things in the home as well. If someone doesn't want to have to go to the lab, we can go ahead and get the lab draw done right there and for them. Um,
Wow.
Anything that a paramedic can do, paramedics have very broad bandwidth of their capabilities. And we also, not only can we do the assessment, but if a family member or something wants a periodic check, it's very easy. Once you're in our electronic medical record, we can come back at any time and provide routine checkups, if you will, for that individual or that family as well.
That's amazing. I know a
Mhm.
lot of seniors can utilize that, especially getting older and not wanting
Yes.
to travel as much or just not really knowing what's safe and just how to go about it. So that's
Right.
great that you're there.
And I've been an administrator of assisted living facilities, nursing
Hmm.
homes, and others. And now I want to stay in my own home. And we find certainly that's what most people would prefer to do. And with this capability, they can quite often find out that, yes, they can safely remain in their home in the neighborhood where they're comfortable. And that's what we're all about.
Absolutely. That's amazing. And so you're new here at One Senior Place.
Yes. Mhm.
What do you like so far about it?
Well, I've actually, while we're new to it, I've known the folks behind it
Yeah.
since they first started it. So I've had a long awareness, and having run nonprofit senior centers in the past, this is a wonderful and very successful model to do it a little bit differently.
Yeah.
And so we have printed our new cards, put them up here, and we're looking forward to working with some of the other resident businesses as well to find ways that we can work together to accomplish our goal of allowing individuals to live independently and remain in their homes.
Absolutely. Well, I'm so glad you're here with us.
Thank you,
And
Caitlin.
thank you for joining me today.
It was great.
Everyone, make sure to check out MobileMedix Plus, and I'll link the website below so you can go ahead and check them out as well. Have a good day.